What's up, everybody? New dad here, boat mechanic, repairman extraordinaire. Oh, it's been a fun few weeks getting the boat ready and doing some scouting, and I'm about to show you what we found lately. So, in the last video, one of the last videos, I told you guys that I showed you the boat and we're going to do it all up, and here we go. This is going to be great. Oh my God. First off, if you've never had kids, they take up a little bit of time. Pro tip. Secondly, there was a lot wrong with that motor, and I've been slowly chipping away at it. I'm literally almost done. The boat is ready. The trailer is ready. That was something else I didn't really expect to do. I had to do a lot of work on the trailer. So we have been busting our hump. We, Brett Mashburn and I, have been busting our hump in the swamp bottoms of the Deep South, and we found on this video some really cool stuff. So what we're going to do is, I am out here, actually, you can see I got all my gear sprayed out. I got my camo up here, getting ready for deer season, laying out everything, spraying down permethrin. But next series of slides, you're going to see some scouting that we did. We found some awesome buck bedding. Brett once again breaks down some awesome stuff for us, and we had a good time doing it. So here goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Sal himself. If you don't know what Sal stands for, it's the South Alabama legend. Brett has, for some reason, thought that coming back out here with me again was a good idea. So we're going to break down a ridiculously dense, as you can tell, piece of timber. And he has personally assured me that there'll be no less than 3 Pope and Youngs on my trail cameras when we're all said and done. So it was something like that, right?
Yeah, this one's hand-picked by me. I wanted to scout because I had a lot of features that reminded me of stuff I see in Alabama. So.
What's that? Oh, that's private right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about it?
On both sides.
Well, if you're listening to this video and you see Brett and I hauling out the buck you had on trail camera the whole season, sorry. It's close, hey, it's close.
Oh, is there scupper down over there? I don't know. I'm about to look. So, I thought that was a bear. Because you all know my daggum propensity to get on bear. We're going to get in here and figure out what the heck that thing was eating, because it was knocking trees over and everything. Sitting right on that lake. So we found this area. You got lake touches the land right here. And then back behind us, it opens up for about 30 yards. It doesn't quite look like it, but it is. It's open for about 30 yards. And if you get down and you look, you got a semi-open terrain going all through there. And back in that area is all kinds of nasty. This is the easiest funnel. And Brett, why don't you tell everybody real quick what you were talking about with the thermals?
Yeah, I was just,
hard edge, right?
Yeah, I was just telling him you can back up to the water, and if you access by water, you want to hunt next to the water because your thermals will always be pulling to the water. I hunt a place that's like this next to water, and I've killed probably 6 or 7 deer out of there, and I've never been busted by a deer when I sat next to these big waterways, because it's just always just sucking your scent right back out there. And it's perfect because you can sit there,
yeah.
Then you can look back on the land. Nothing can come from behind you, yeah. So it's perfect. So if you want to grunt and rattle up a buck, they can't come in behind you and pick you off. So they have to come through here, and you're going to get a shot on them.
We're working this edge. But there's this real faint deer trail that borders all this thick crap. You got the lake right there. It's the only easy path around this area. There ain't a lot of incredible signs, just a faint trail we're following. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yep.
I can see the bark on it.
I wonder what that other one was, because that's definitely a white oak. That other one looks similar.
The leaves are so much different.
Yeah, well, the bark is different.
That's a real white oak.
Right,
I was just telling him, this is the type of thick that bucks like back home. It's thick, like it's up to your shoulders high, but it's also dense enough, or enough you can walk through it. You can navigate through it. You got thicket on either side. You got a back wall, hard transition. It's the type of stuff I found bucks in back home, is they can easily maneuver this stuff, but they still feel hid, and it's not so thick that it's hard to walk through, because they're going to want to travel the easiest route, but also a buck ain't going to come out of the thick, so this is like the best of both worlds for them.
Bro, that's grown.
But show them what we just went through.
Alright, y'all.
We beat the trail down.
We did.
Banging right here to your leg, like you say. That's what we just went through.
Yep. What was you just saying about chest high?
Yeah.
He's coming down this way right here.
Yeah.
Or right across here. That's where he's coming.
From
where we were, coming down right through here.
Yeah, he cut the corner.
There's your tracks right there. He's cutting that corner.
This is one of the...
Yep.
Here's your trail. See, this is also why it's good to stop and slow down sometimes. You start noticing things. I do it all the time. I get a little too fast and I just sit here for a minute. You start picking up on all kinds of little details.
Yeah.
That can be critical. Oh, we just missed the trail. Look, missing the trail.
Yep.
We just missed the trail by 5, 6 feet.
Let me get a picture of this daggone rub. That's grown.
Okay, so here's what happened. At the tail end of that clip, I thought I hit record. I didn't. I was hot. I was sweaty. Sorry, guys. But literally 15, 20 feet from where we found that, we found a huge buck bed. Had fresh hair in it. And what this deer had done is, if you got up on this little tiny knoll, I mean, maybe 3 feet higher than everything else around it, there was a patch of grass, and he was laying in that patch of grass facing the trail that came up to him. And basically on this knoll, he could watch this whole little ridge, the only path of entry that he couldn't hear or smell you coming from. And he had his back up against all this monstrous blowdown back behind him. And it was very evident. You get in his bed, you sit down, and the whole path we took up until this point, in fact, the point in which Brett is talking in the video and saying this is the kind of buck habitat that deer like.
I was just telling him, This is just the type of thick that bucks like back home. It's thick, like it's up to your shoulders high, but it's also dense enough, or enough you can walk through it. You can navigate through it.
That spot is where he was looking. So he would have seen this at that point. In fact, he probably heard us long before we got there because we made a lot of noise. But this area is going to be one of those areas that is going to be a lot of water access. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to continue to scout. We put up a bunch of trail cameras. And in the coming weeks, when we pull that SD card, I'll share with you guys what's on there. So we're hard at it. Got a lot more videos coming. Going back out this weekend, doing some scouting, getting ready for deer season, which is 24 days away. I could not be happier. So if you enjoy the podcast, do us a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell notification so that you get notifications each and every time we drop new videos. Check out the podcast. And if you're interested in joining us for a late season Florida hunt, January 6th through the 9th, we are hosting the first ever Patreon hunt. So if you support the channel, if you enjoy the content we're putting out, you want to see us do more of it, live shows, video streaming, in-person shows that we bring to you where that dynamic is so much better, consider going to Patreon. The link is below. Sign up. Support the show, and we will send you an invite to that trip. In fact, we're doing scouting. Brett is doing scouting. Some of the other patrons are donating trail cameras so that we have all kinds of cool stuff coming. That's just one way we can say thanks. So January 6th to January 9th, January late season deer hunt. If you enjoy the show and want to join us, we'd love to see you there. So until next time, y'all be good and get outside.